Norwegian Wood was from the 1965 album Rubber Soul. The inclusion of a sitar doubling the acoustic guitar makes this one of the first pop songs influenced by Eastern music. Here are the intro, verse, and bridge sections of Norwegian Wood up to tempo. The main riff is built off of a single note line based on the vocal melody. The guitar part is played forcefully enough that surrounding strings are played along with the melody, with strums filling in the rhythmic space between. The most important part for you to learn here is the melody notes. I'm going to talk about the notes as if the capo is the nut. So when I say play a D chord, you play a D shape. But the resulting sound is an E chord due to the capo at the second fret. Now, as you follow along, make sure to keep your fingers in the same chord shapes that I do. This will help you as you strum the part with the chords. First, grab a D chord. The melody begins on A, hammers on to B with your pinky, back to A, lift your index finger for G, then pause on F sharp. Leave your index finger off the G string as you play the F sharp. From here, it goes to E, played with your index finger, up to the open G string, to the F sharp, and pauses on D. As you hit the D note, make sure to put your index finger back on the G string to complete the D chord. The final phrase actually starts with a new chord, a C add 9. Play the C with your middle finger, up to the open G string, down to B with your index finger, and end on A, an octave below where you started. Make sure you fret a D chord again here as you play the A note. Here's how it sounds all together. Now let's add some strums in to fill things out. Remember that it's not that important that you hit exactly the same strings each time. As long as you get the melody notes and the strums, you'll get the right sound and feel. It would be highly unlikely that anyone would have ever hit the strings exactly the same. Here's how it sounds, strums and all. Behind the verses, play the same part you did during the intro, doubling the melody of the vocal. But when you reach the bridge, the piece jumps straight from D major into D minor, the parallel minor key. For the bridge section, the guitar rhythm picks up, strumming through the entire chords on virtually every downstroke and upstroke. Notice how the first and fourth beat of every measure is accented like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After the measures of D minor, there are two measures of D minor, switch to this shape of G. Now add in several more accents, this time on the and of beats 2 and 5. Since these strums are on the offbeats, you'll need to accent on the upstroke, creating a syncopated sound. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After the G, go back to D minor. Then to E minor 7. Finish on A.